Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. I beat the rain haul, as I had to go visit the vampires at the doctor's office finally, so hopefully that's all straightened out. So since it's pretty much right next to the well, by way of Kmart that had squat, I'm like, what the hey, I'll stop at the well, why not? So thusly, I got stuff. Now this first stuff is just sort of a random hodgepodge of different places. Now, when we went to Old Wally Mart for grocery shopping, they had their 4th of July type of stuff on clearance. And we know I like my bicentennial swag, so I had to get this, and it was the only one there, and I really liked that. And of course, black and red, my two favorite colors. So I thought that was kind of cool. Except it was like $9.96 or something like that, but it was on clearance for $7. I was hoping it would go down to $5, but I'm like, it's really cool, and it was the only one there. So it's not mine. So, and the next thing I got was, I'm sorry. It's like doing this in the middle of a Titanic voyage. Anywho, the next thing I got at the Will for $1, and I was, as I will knock you over again, I have pillowcases made out of t-shirt material that are now slowly deteriorating. So I figured, well, I can't find the pillowcases, I might as well just get a large t-shirt and make a pillowcase out of that. So I'll just sew it up the sides and, you know, sew up the end there, and ta-da, pillowcase. So I didn't want anything with like stuff on the front unless, yeah, because it would either wear off, and so I just kind of wanted a plain t-shirt. So this is the only one I could find in a relatively pillow-sized. So I got that for craft time that I may or may not again get to in my lifetime. Now the next thing I wanted a brochure bund program for my ancient MacBook there, because I wanted to do desktop publishing stuff, which I can do on my, normal workhorse, but I figured if that's uploading, I want to do some, do stuff. So I found this. And it's for Windows and Mac, and I paid $10 for it, which is pretty much what I paid for all my broadband stuff. So, but it's 2.0, it's an ancient version. It doesn't work for Mac. It's because of, I don't know if I roll back to Lion, if it'll run, because I kind of upgraded to Attribution, but because some of the things I wanted won't run on the older stuff, so I'm still kind of like, is it worth bothering with like the newer stuff, because most of the stuff I want to utilize is the older stuff. So it will install on Mac, but it won't run because you get something, the hell was it, a JavaScript error. It's because Brocherbund won't update the older software, and not even the older software, I think up till like 2014, 2015. It won't, it's something to do with Java, and they won't interconnect and talk to each other, so it's really annoying. But it does work on Windows, and I'm actually liking it because it's in a different, it's organized a little differently than what I'm usually used to. It's not quite as cartoonish, and I actually kind of like what the stuff came with too. So for the first time ever, you can create, share, and access projects seamlessly between PC and Macs. No. So it's very simple to use. I love the Broderbund stuff. That's what I always do my desktop publishing. So I have like Spiritual Expressions, Print Shop, Print Master, different versions of Print Shop, different versions of Print Master, different versions of the click art. I mean, when I was doing like the newsletter and those type of greeting cards, this is my go-to. So doesn't work for newer Macs, maybe ancient Macs. Will work on Windows, so it wasn't totally different. Win 7 and Snow Leopard. My thing came with Lion, and I updated to Attribution. So I don't know, but it was kind of disappointing. But I used my points I got from like Walmart to pay for it. So, And this is what I just got no more than 15 minutes ago. So I kind of went, not quite, well, sort of kind of looking for something. I want more taper candle holders for like the fall. So what I found were these. And you can unscrew the base, which is what I'll end up doing because these are a little too big. So I'm thinking, you know, I can unscrew this part and I might just find like a block of wood or something. If it was just this part here, I'd have a little more room. But this is a little too huge, so I'll probably screw this part into something else and then I'm going to cover it with like fall decorations. So these are $1 a piece. Since I can't seem to find anything fall-like, I got a pair of them. Because what I can find like cute things, but I can only find one of them. I want a pair of them that are the same. So for $1 a piece, I can screw them, which makes things a lot easier, and then attach it to a smaller base that I can build off of. And the next thing I found, I have like a little kind of like shot glass. These are teetering precariously here. That's what you get before you drink before filming. Very wobbly thingy here. And I have like a little like shot glass because I wanted like something small, but I'm like, I want something I can actually utilize and more of a practical thing here. Hey, wait a minute. There you go. Found another use for my Printmaster stuff. Hurrah. So I wanted something that looks like this, sort of like those. You can find these in like the Ren fairs, kind of. And I like the handle. I thought that was kind of cool. So this will fit in my little drawer back there and be kind of useful. This was for a whopping $1 bill. But I thought those may be a little too small. So I first found this one, which I thought was just really kind of cool. But it didn't have any price on it. But he charged me $1 anyways. So I got them both. So I don't know. This one I will have room for. This one is just cool. So I'm not quite sure which one I will utilize for special occasions. So I might end up using that one. But I just like that one. It doesn't give me any clue as to who made them, where they came from, which is kind of sad because I'd kind of like to know. I'm not quite sure if this is like a special material or if it's just a glaze and it's just a regular porcelain mug. I don't know. I have not those skills. But they're cool. And as I was just sort of wandering around and meandering in the books that I really don't need more of, but there's always a home for them here. I will eventually get to reading part of them. Okay. And the first one I picked up was kind of cool, and I think I'll put it in my library there. The best natural cure alternatives for over-the-counter and prescription medicines. Which is kind of neat, especially with the American healthcare system, and they want to, like, you know, literally bleed you for your money. Oh. Whoever had this had libido problems, apparently, because this page was tucked in like that. I wonder if it worked for them. So, cold and flu brew, herbal steam bath, many ways to get your GLA, linolenic acid, herbal steams, good for asthma. So, seemed like an interesting book. I will not be reviewing these type of books for you. They might be a bit too boring to read, let alone try to describe. So, that I thought was kind of nifty. That was a buck. Ease symptoms, fight disease, and supercharge immunity, all without drugs or chemicals. Well, that seems like an interesting little glance through. And the last thing I got was an entertaining little picture book on the Nazis. So, and this was, well, the Nazis, World War II. Time Life books. So I don't know if this was, it might have been well, I don't know. Was it a series? Because they used to do like, by Robert Edwin Hirtstein. It doesn't say it's like chapter 1 of something. So, it's looks like it'll be a very interesting read. You might get a review on this. So, I mean, even when you look at it, you do realize just kind of how spooky and creepy it is. So, to me, I kind of consider these horror novels because, you know, nothing's more monstrous than that little bastard. Though it's weird too, on the way back I was kind of, you know, my mind was taking its normal trips. And there was a radio show. I don't know if it was a radio show, but it was a comedian. And it was Get Smart, I think it was. It was a bumbling guy who would talk in his shoe. And it was that guy and another guy who had like a comedy team. And they would start out where one of the characters would be like yelling and screaming like, you know, Hitler doing his thing, right? And then the other guy, it was the roving reporter. That's what it was called, the roving reporter. And the other guy would go, excuse me. And then the guy shouting goes something, calm down, go, hello? Or yes. And one of the skits was, one of the comedians was Hitler and he's doing his thing. And the other guy was the roving reporter. Well, the roving reporter goes, you know, they're having this conversation and the reporter asks Hitler, you know, well, you know, you're talking and all this stuff and you keep saying Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil. And, you know, what's that mean? And he goes, well, Ziggy's the next act. He's a great hoofer. You know, so it's and he's describing things and the guy goes, asks him, why are you wearing all raincoats? And Hitler goes, well, it's because it's raining, stupid. Raincoats keep you dry. It's like so funny to listen to this. Listening, because there's no video, it's a radio show. So you're picturing like Hitler doing this with this roving reporter as he's doing his crazy shit. And then he goes and starts talking about the war, and then the whole punchline at the end is, I mean, the whole skit was flipping hysterical, but you've got this weird juxtaposition of like Hitler and his loonies in this highly humorous situation, and that kind of made it more funny yet still horrifying. It was just strange. It was the roving reporter, and Dad wanted it, so I recorded it for him eons ago on like an ancient MP3 player. So I don't know if it's still out there on the interwebs, but it is hysterically funny. There's other skits with other people, and so yep, this should be very interesting. And being a World War II buff, you probably will get a review on this one. So it's in the queue. I'm trying to go through what I've got so far, so I think I'm more than definitely going to beat my Goodreads thing, my challenge. I think I set for 60 books and I'm more than halfway or something like that. So, yep, it was a successful haul, and I am now bled dry and starving, so I can't sit outside now because it's raining. I hate that too. When you go and you have to be inside at like a doctor's appointment and they make you wait, and it's nice out. You actually get outside when you have time to do something, it starts to rain. Yeah. So they owe me a Thursday. Alrighty, so I shall now figure out what to do with my wonderful haul. So I think now I shall find a place and a home for all my goodies, which I do try to do as I am buying it. I don't like buy it and like, oh crap, what do I do with this thing? You do kind of have to find a place before you bring it. So do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time. Bye.